welcome back to Yellow Jacket Garage. Hey, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to replace the fog lights in my 2008 GMC Sierra 2500 HD. I've had the truck since new. I think it's right around 165,000 miles on it, still going strong. So it's been a great truck. Enjoyed owning it. But I went ahead and because the fog lights that are factory in it, the bulbs have never been replaced, and so I figured that I would go ahead and upgrade them a little bit, get me a little bit more illumination. At nighttime they were kind of looking a lot dimmer than I would have preferred them to be, so jumped on Amazon, ordered these because they were cheap. Let me get them in front of the camera. It's Alla, A-L-L-A lighting, and it's their premium and high illumination LED fog light. So read the reviews on them. The reviews were saying that they're difficult to put in. We'll find out, because that's what I figured. I was like, well, you know, if they're difficult to put in, maybe there's something different about mine or other folks. But so for this application, it looks pretty straightforward. So with that, we'll get those going in. Wanted to take a minute and thank the KYKX folks, the 105.7. They're an East Texas radio station. They were kind enough to give me a shirt. They were at a event that I was at last weekend. There was a car show and a festival and stuff, and yeah, they gifted me a shirt, and I told them don't be surprised if you see it on the channel. And then I had one of their DJs apparently subscribe to the channel, and so we got that all worked out, and appreciate you. So if you see the video, there you go. Thanks for the duds, and thanks for doing what you guys do, because music is always a good thing. So anyway, that said, let's get this party started.
Alright, we're here. This is the back side of the fog light. This is the housing here. These are the keeper tabs, and then this is the plug that is the one that they say is a bear to get in. It comes out easy like that, but what I think I'm going to do is because it's pretty simple to get the whole housing out, you just have to squeeze these tabs in, kind of push them in a little bit, and I think that's all that it takes, and the whole housing will come out. Now that one wants to be difficult. There's another one here. I'm sure that the angle of my hand is probably not helping. Let me go ahead, and I need two hands to do this, so I'm going to set the camera down, and then I'll kind of show you the back side of the housing once I get it out, so we can see what it looked like and know for certain how easy it is to get it in or to take it out. So I've never done this before, so we'll see what it is. Hopefully we don't break something. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to reach up here. I've loosened the tabs. We'll pop that housing out, and it's move the camera back a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Really pretty simple. These get it up there so we can see it somehow. These little clips, they just squeeze in, and it's in the plastic housing. It just retains them in there. Something I did not know that now I do is this has actually an adjuster, and so this wheel right here, you can turn it in or turn it out, so you can help aim the fog light. And so it's kind of interesting, so I can at least look at that and figure out how I want to get them aimed and whatnot. So I did also notice that the lens here has some crazing, and so that's probably got something to do with why the light was not as good as it could have been. But as luck would have it, I have a kit inside and in the garage, and so I'll probably go ahead and recoat these and make them look good as new. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the other side, pop the other one out, and then we'll look at doing the headlights too. It's best. I don't know if you could hear our neighborhood owl in the background. We live out in the country, and so kind of one of the cool things is we have a couple of resident owls, and we've been able to watch them jump around through the trees and stuff every once in a while. But anyway, enough about nature. Let's I just get a kick out of that. Anyway, I'm going to shut the camera off for a second, pull the other side out, and then we'll get back to the other part of the project.
All right, we're back out from under the truck. I've got both of the fog light housings, which is the lens and the cover, and we're going to clean the front side of this thing up, or both of them, We're going to clean those up, and then we are going to spray them with this coating that'll make them crystal clear again, and so they're bright as can be. So I just so happen to have a Meguiar's headlight kit in the garage. I bought it quite a while ago because I'm going to redo the headlights on this, so that was the goal. But so change tactics on that a little bit and take care of these. So let me get the camera set up, and maybe even I'll read the instructions so I know how I'm doing it. Never used one of these before, but how difficult can it be, right? Just clean it up, sand it down, and then respray it, and it should be clear. So anyway, like I said, let me move the camera around a little bit, and we'll get going on this. Alright, what we've got is we've got these pads. We're going to use some of this solution, and then we're going to scuff up the light, clean it up, and get it all to be, should be a uniform haze is what it says, and then we'll wipe it down, and then once it's all cleaned off and ready to go, then we can spray it with the this solution here. And well, it's basically it's a clear spray paint, but so it says about 1/4 of a sized. Let's see if this has got a cap on it, which it sure does. Hey, sealed for your protection. So put a dollop about like that on there, and then there's a little bit of gunk on there. I guess I could have probably washed them and stuff, but for this purpose, I think we'll be just fine. I'm not going to worry about the outside edges because those are inside the plastic housing anyway, so they don't really emit light for vision. So I'm just going to do the face of the lens. And really that's about it. And it says reapply as necessary with this stuff. Now it does have a kind of a hook and loop fastener, so if you wanted to use that on a drill or something, you can do that. So, but I don't have the small drill or whatever. I mean, I guess I could use a regular drill, but I don't have the arbor that goes to, so we're just going to do it this way. These lenses are not that big anyway, so it doesn't really take that long. So, okay, I went and grabbed a Scott shop towel. Things are one of the best inventions ever. And it says in the instructions you want the haze to be uniform. I don't think we're quite there. I've still got some rock chips and stuff. I mean, you're not going to get all of those out, but they're still there, so I'm going to probably put another dollop of this on there and go after it some more. that's pretty close. If you notice, I went around the edge of that one. I'm going to do that one real quick too. The reason I'm doing that is not so much to clean it up, but just to get the dirt and stuff off of there, so when I spray it, hopefully there's not any trash that goes back up into the clear lens portion of it. We'll do that. And they both look like they're pretty uniform across, and so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to call that good. Probably clean them up a little bit more with some Windex or something just to get that off of there, and then we'll go ahead and spray them and see how they turn out. Alright, so they're all cleaned up now, and I've got the headlight coating right here, and let's see how this stuff works. And I know I could have done a little bit better cleanup job, but well, that ain't so bad, huh? Get that out of the way so I don't spray it. Alright, it says let it set a couple minutes and spray it again. Let's see. Shake well. Apply 1 medium wet coat of clear headlight coating to the entire headlight surface, overlapping by 50%. Let the first coat dry 3 to 5 minutes, then follow with a second medium wet coat to completely seal the headlight lens. Be dry to touch in 3 to 5 minutes and fully cured in 24 hours. So, check my watch. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, it's time for the second coat, and so let's see how this goes on. Alright, that looks good to me. Now we'll let it dry and see how it turns out. We'll be back in about another 10 or 15 minutes. I'm not going to mess with it until then. The one on the left hand side, that was a pretty thick coat, I think. Hopefully I don't find a run in there anywhere. But there we have it. See you in 10. Alright, it's been about a half an hour or so. It is dry to the touch, and I've got a microfiber towel. I'm just going to tip it upside down. I'll wait a second until I get the bulb ready, and then I'm going to preload the bulbs in there, and the reason I'm turning it that way is to keep it from scratching, hopefully. And so pull one out, make sure you get the right direction, which is right there. And that bulb should, yep, pops right in and just locks right in just like that. And so now it's preloaded. It's got the bulb in there, and all I'm going to do is pop it back in. But I'm going to go ahead and plug them in, and then push it in, and the headlight will, or the fog light will go right in where it needs to be. Do this side. And on the bulb here, there's these tabs here, and then on this side there's 2 tabs. And so on the back side of the housing, there's a single tab there, and there's 2 slots right there. And the bulb slot just drops in, and then the little lock doohickeys just kind of, and that's a technical term, doohickey, they just push down over, and it locks the bulb in place. So that's it. So from there, that's pretty much that. I'm going to go ahead and get back down on the ground in front of it, grab my other stool that I've got. I'm going to say that for this particular application for the truck, popping the housings out was way easier than working around underneath, and it was a simple process because, like I said, these little tabs here, they just push in and that part will come out. So it's a matter of kind of working your way around the bulbs to get them all to pop out. But then those 3 keepers is all that's holding it in. Slides right out. So way easier. You still have to get down underneath it to pull them out, but that worked out perfect. So.
All right, we've got the housing. The housing's right here. What I'm going to do is reach back here, grab the plug, and we'll have to figure out which direction it goes. Which goes in there like so. Reach in there and come on now. There we go. It is in there. Now it's just a matter of being able to get that thing into the holes that it sits in and push it back in. Okay, it's not going to want to play that way, so let me move this around a little bit, and we're going to jump underneath it to line those holes up and pop it all back in. All right, I'm back down here. I made it underneath, and that one's right where it's supposed to be. Boy, that sure made it a lot easier. So there it is. It is back in place. Everything is locked in. So go pop the other side back together, and that should be it. All right, we got that one back in. Looks like a brand new bulb, or brand new housing. And then we got that one in there too. They look great. Now I'm going to fire it up and let's see how they look. Do a little adjustment there. I think they look good. See what night brings and see how they work for there, but so far I'm digging them. I think that'll work out just perfectly.
Alright everyone, that is a wrap for this video. Tried to let it get a little bit darker so we can maybe see the lights better, but I don't think it turned out that well. I've got them turned on. They are installed. They seem to be working just fine, and now it's just a matter of seeing how they last over time. But the LEDs are good. The refinish is good. Something I hadn't done before, so I learned to do something a little bit different today, and hopefully everyone else has done the same. Again, thanks for watching Yellow Jacket Garage. I really appreciate it. If you've not already done so, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, hit like, and as always, I appreciate the comments down below. If you got suggestions or ideas or something that you want to see, throw it out there and I'll see what I can do. So again, thanks for watching Yellow Jacket Garage, and we'll see you on down the road.